Hey everybody, and welcome to this episode of Romantasy Roundtable, a tale of Rick and Roses. I am Rick, and I'm joined with my roses.
Amanda.
And Kim.
I did it right this time. We're starting off good. So if you actually should like what you're listening to, because this was a good start. So please consider liking and subscribing on whatever platform you're listening to and or watching. Well, only watching will be YouTube. No, that's not true. Because we also have a Bookstagram and a Book Talk, and we do all the things. We have an email address, romantasyroundtable@gmail.com. And yeah, those are things. Please like, subscribe, follow. Look at you messes. Look at you messes. Just hot messes.
Yesterday, Kim and I went to the grand opening of Love and Legends bookstore. And then we went across the street to the Bearded Lady and we got very drunk.
You sure did.
Yes.
You lost your hands.
I texted them that I didn't know where my hands were.
I would like to thank a drink called the Sweetie Pie, which was also called a Yam Hatton, for really doing us in yesterday. The second Yam Hatton was too many Yam Hattons.
They shouldn't have given us a second one.
And then before we left, they asked if we wanted another one.
I don't even remember that.
He was like, "Do you want one more round?" And we were like, "Absolutely not."
I ordered an Uber and it came in like 15 seconds. Yeah. And I was like, goodbye.
And bounced so fast. But shout out to Love and Legends.
We loved Love and Legends.
Yes. We would love for Love and Legends to expand on their sticker collection and some of the other fun merch. That's the only piece of feedback I have for Love and Legends.
Yeah. Otherwise,
expand their sticker collection.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like, it's so cute. It's like all like moody and forest green, which feels really like fantasy. It's got like a pretty fake tree, and there is like a cute little backyard. So I'm hopeful that like in the summer it could be like a cute little reading spot.
I wonder if they'll do like book clubs.
I bet they will.
They have, before they've opened, they've been having roaming book clubs that have been meeting up in various spaces. So I would imagine that they're going to do that, which will be great. Also, too, it was opening day, and so they had authors that were signing books. And so we specifically went so that we could get a signed copy of Direbound from one of the two authors who are under the pen name of Sable Sorensen. And we got to the front of the line, and Amanda discovered that she knew the author.
We're standing there, and I'm hella distracted because I'm looking at her, and I'm like, I know this woman. And I kind of never forget a face and like remember people long after they've forgotten me. But I was like, I went to a pre-college with this woman 21 years ago. And so I like pull up my phone and I'm trying to like see if I can find out information about, so Sable Sorensen is the pen name of Eliza and
Annie.
I was like, Jenny? No, Annie. And this was Eliza. And like they had posted like a preview of her on their Instagram, but like based on the headshot, I like didn't clock that I knew her. But I'm like scrolling through Facebook and trying to be like, is this the Eliza that I know? And we make it to the front and I'm like, oh my gosh, so nice to meet you. She's signing my book. And I'm like, haven't read it yet, really excited. And then I'm like, can I ask you a crazy question? Did you do a theater pre-college program in Boston 20 years ago? And before I could even get the sentence out, she was like, I thought that was you. Oh my gosh, Amanda. She like jumped up and gave me a hug. I was like, this is crazy. So she lives in the area. I live in the area. So we're going to like hopefully meet up and catch up because I haven't seen her in forever. But I was like low-key kind of starstruck. I was like, congrats on your book that I didn't know you wrote. New York Times best-selling author, Sable Sorensen.
And then Amanda was like so distracted and like in this moment that I had to be like, and hey.
Oh my gosh, this is my friend Kim.
and I was like, and by the way, we have a Romantasy podcast.
You guys did great. I picked the perfect day to not go to a social event.
It was wild. I like still can't believe that occurred. I had no idea. I genuinely had no idea. Just like shouts out to Sable Sorensen for
Hell yeah.
Totally.
for writing Direbound. We're really excited to read it. The second one comes out next year, so we're going to have to interrupt our year of entering the Mossverse to read Direbound and Furybound when it comes out.
No, I mean, Direbound's been on my TBR for a bit.
You talked about it yesterday, like before we even
Yeah, no,
knew
it's up
were
there
meeting
as
her.
like, oh, this is probably one of those that you should read. I've been hearing about it. I've had it there for at least 6 months. So
Yeah, and what I learned now after finally actually like reading the blurb on the back of the book yesterday is like bonding to wolves instead of dragons, but wolves. And there are trials. They're basically in like wolf bonding college.
yeah,
And there's possibly multiple MMCs. That could be the guy. So this
Yeah.
sounds like something we want to read.
yeah. No, Reddit was like, oh, did you like Fourth Wing? Great, this is Fourth Wing with wolves. That's all
It's
you need to
Forcing
know.
with Wolves, yeah.
And
I'm
they were like, I mean this in a good way.
I'm really excited.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to reunite with my friend Eliza. It's
Our
crazy.
friend Eliza.
Our friend Eliza. I'm going to my storage unit on Friday to get Christmas decorations, and I'm going to see if my scrapbook from that program is in there. See if I can find some photos of like, we are still Facebook friends, and see if I can find some photos of like us peak like emo hair.
Truly in your musical theater era.
Truly. Yeah, and Eliza was cool then. Like she was cool then. No wonder she's cool now.
I'm like, you must reach out to her, and I'll pay for her drinks all night. I'm not even kidding. Like for real. Like I just want to hang out with her.
Yeah, I figure I'll message her and be like, I know it's the holidays. Like, when can we meet up?
Yeah, for the readathon.
Yeah.
But I know this excellent Yam Hatton at Bearded Lady that we can go.
Limit of one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome. And so I bought Direbound, and then I bought another book.
Yeah. Harvest of Hearts. Harvest of Hearts.
That sounds right. Harvest of Hearts. Yes, Harvest of Hearts, which is by Andrea Eames. And it seems to be about like somebody who takes a piece of a heart, and also there's a talking cat.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, talking cat.
I picked it up because I liked the font. And then it had pretty small pages.
And I was overwhelmed by choice and people. So I did not manage to buy a book. I would like to go back when it is quieter so I can savor.
Oh, yeah. They also ran out of copies of Direbound.
Yeah,
so I got the last one.
Wow.
Amanda
nice.
literally got the last one.
That's
I got
great.
the last one. They offered Kim like a busted one, and she was like, no, thank you.
Well, and to be fair, they did pull like one final copy out of the back that I think was supposed to have gone to me, and some other woman swooped in and grabbed it off the table.
What
so
a dick.
I didn't get the copy.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's fine.
That's right. You can.
But I did
Amanda
buy,
can have it personally autographed for us.
Mm-hmm. But I did buy Rick, I bought you a gift.
Oh,
so
thanks.
we will get that tomorrow.
Yeah. Shouts out Love and Legends. We're really excited about local bookstores always. And this one is right up our alley. So I'm thrilled to. They had like little giveaways and like a raffle. They had like a really cute children's book section of like fantasy children's books, which I thought was really lovely. They had like a good YA and middle grade section. They have like our like role playing game, dice,
Like a D&D section.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
really cool.
They had a bunch of like campaigns that you could buy, so it was cool.
It was neat.
We love little local bookstores, and the next one we need to check out is the Non-Binarian, right?
The Non-Binarian, yep.
Which is a queer-only bookstore.
Oh,
Very
cool.
excited about that.
And also in like directly in my neighborhood, next to where I vote.
Good old Major Owens.
Good old where the college fair is this year.
Before we start our reading, we're going to play a game called Trope or Nope.
Yes!
Rope or Nope.
So I'm going to give you a selection of 3 book titles. One of them will be real. The other 2 will not be real. All right, let's see if you can pick out the real rom-com book title.
I'm ready.
All right. Is it First Time Caller, Reply All to Love, or The Caffeine Crush?
I know this one.
Right.
Yeah, First Caller is the real book. It's by B.K. Borison.
All right. Wow, I thought I had it.
It was also one of the ones that they were highlighting on the shelves yesterday.
Julia read it. It's on my TBR.
Okay, how about this? The Dog Park Deal, This Summer Will Be Different, The Book Club Bet.
What was the last one?
The Book Club Bet.
This one's harder.
I'm going for the second one.
Yeah, I think this summer will be different.
That's the one.
Yeah?
Good job, yeah.
Who's it by?
I don't know.
Oh.
I just had Gemini give me the real ones.
Did you just say your mom?
Yeah.
Wow.
Hell yeah, bro. Bro. There it is. All right. How about...
It's by Carly Fortune.
Let's do Drafting a Date, Only One Bed Left, The Partner Plot.
It could be all of them.
I think it's The Partner Plot.
I'm going with Drafting a Date.
The Partner Plot is the real one. We'll just do one more.
I will say the one you had before that, I feel like we should give Allie Hazelwood the title of Dog Park Deal so she can go write that, because I am here for a Dog Park Deal.
There are some good, like, dog meet cute books.
All right, here we go. Last one. Expiration Dates, Casual Friday Fling, Love by the Data.
I don't know.
Expiration Dates, Casual Friday Fling, Love by the Data.
I'm going Expiration Dates.
I'm going Love by the Data.
Expiration Dates is the real one.
Very nice.
As I
We both got one wrong. What is that smell?
How ridiculous these titles are.
And yet I love them all.
I know. I actually had a lot of fun doing this.
I'm glad. They did have a lot of bright colored covered rom-coms yesterday, Rick, and I thought of you.
Oh, that's funny.
So we'll go back and so you can buy yourself a bright colored covered rom-com.
Yeah, okay, we're about to light this candle.
Oh, what's this candle?
This is my Zayden candle that Rick got me.
Yeah.
Yay.
Smells like a unique blend of smoldering intensity, onyx eyes, a dangerous edge, and a deep loyalty to his cause. But really, it smells like leather.
Here's a couple of the fake ones if you're interested. The Accidental Florist's First Date, 5 Weddings and a Puppy,
Oh.
The Unlikely Co-Host of My Heart, How to Fake Marry a Billionaire.
I believe that one.
The CEO's Grumpy Barista.
I believe that one too. Authors, if you're listening, all of these are up for grabs.
You're welcome.
Our only request is that you give us a advanced copy so we can pod about it.
Right.
You know what title isn't up for grabs? Brimstone. Because that's
Brimstone is the book we are reading, and we've split Brimstone into 4 parts because it's mad long, even though Rick's read the whole book. I just wish you'd be honest about it.
I have not read the whole book.
I know you haven't. You've read like everything but the last chapter.
I have not. Oh, look at the dog. I'm not kidding. There's a dog right there. I have not read everything but the last chapter.
He's read everything but the last page.
I have not read everything but the last page.
He's read at least through chapter 27.
I could tell you that we're on the starting with the prologue of this book.
Oh my God. I just don't it's such a stupid thing to troll about. Okay, so this episode is going to be about the prologue through chapter 12. So if you haven't stopped when you've read chapter 13,
make sure you do, because that would not be a good thing.
I don't even care. I just don't understand why you're lying about it. Okay.
He loves gaslighting. It is his trope. Gaslighting is his trope.
What do we think of the book so far?
I'm liking it. I'm having fun. I'm in it. I'm really having fun with the book so far. It's good.
Rick
Excellent.
loves his Carrion Swift reunion.
I really do. Like,
He's having a great
my
time.
boy is here and he's ready.
He's ready. He's ready for everything.
So the prologue is from Kingfisher's perspective, and our notes today are from ChatGPT. Fisher stalks through the Black Palace like the apex predator he is, blade, shadows, and temper all barely leashed. After sensing a vampire trailing him near Saeris' chambers, he hunts the creature down and drives his godsword through its chest, silencing it mid-taunt about Saeris' doomed fate. But when Carrion bursts in, breathless with news, Fisher's world shifts. Onyx, the fox Saeris loves, is alive and sprinting across the dead fields of Sansaroth, being hunted. Fisher saddles up with a very unwilling Carrion and charges into the night, slashing through hordes of undead to save the little creature who crossed mountains for Saeris. Blood, chaos, and devotion follow, culminating in Fisher healing Onyx with the last of his magic, his small healing magic, telling Saeris softly that there's little he wouldn't sacrifice to make her happy.
This was like the fan service of all fan service chapters. You know, we get Onyx, we get Bill, we get Ada mentioned, we get Kingfisher, Carrion, Simon. Like, she was like, here, have fun.
She's like, this is what you've been waiting for.
Yeah, it was great. I particularly loved how Kingfisher described Onyx, where he was like, I left him in Kalish. He had to travel over the mountains that no one could pass. Like,
he went over the mountains for her.
Yeah. He was like, he must have like gotten trapped in at least 3 avalanches, and he's here. I was like, oh, Onyx.
Over the river and through the woods. To Saeris' house he goes.
Pause.
Also,
sorry, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Shouts out to Paddington from Peru, one of my favorite Instagram dogs, who like literally did this, like cross the Andes Mountains to get to his now mom. It's a real thing.
Yeah. Also, these notes are slightly off because Carrion was not unwilling. He literally followed Kingfisher out and was like, I'm coming too. And Kingfisher was like, then get on the fucking horse. Let's go. So he was.
Yeah.
And this is
Did he not want to be on the horse? There was something he didn't want to do.
Well, no, I don't think Kingfisher wanted him on the horse, and then he like had that line where he was like, where he like jumped on it, fucking like 1950s cowboy movie, and Carrion's like, didn't think I could do that, did you? Also, hold on, we actually do, because there's a reference in my notes. We need to talk about the POV chapters.
Go ahead. Pocket's got her dragon. She knows it's romantasy time.
So at the end of, I love that. At the end of Quicksilver, Callie decided to put some chapters out after the book came out. So I was very mad at her. And they were POV chapters from Kingfisher's point of view. So one of them was the Battle of Ajun. How are we saying it?
Sure.
The Battle of the Gate. And this is where Nam Shikrai is just dubbed Ol Shikrai in our hearts for the rest of eternity.
Forever and ever, amen.
Whatever. It's a big battle. The important things there are that they're fighting Nam Shikrai. Nam Shikrai is actually a really fucking big badass. Like, truly.
And mean.
Really mean. Really mean. So Renfis has a twin sister named Morel. And she's part of the Kingfisher's wolves. And Shikrai burns her to death, like in front of everyone. And it's like, and then after that, he like bites her in half. So Renfis is fucked up. Then Kingfisher gets like his god sword, and he names it Nimriel, which is for Morel. So he names it after her. So I think that's the important part of that. Did I miss anything from there? Oh, no. We have our other boy, Foley, who is part of the wolves. And they're like fighting Nam Shikrai on his back, and Foley gets fallen off and falls to what we assume is what we think is his death, all the way down in Sansaroth. So I think those are the big important parts of those chapters.
Yeah, and Foley makes an appearance in the prologue of Brimstone, not like he's mentioned.
Right, which is why
basically, yeah, that they like don't really know what happened to him.
Right. That's why I was like, oh, we need to talk about that.
Yeah.
And then
we talked about this in the last chapter or the last episode of Quicksilver, but in these POV chapters is also when we see him be pulled into the God realm.
right,
So references that he's been there 3 times. And this is the time that he talks about how he could see Saeris.
At the end of the first book, right? Then there's an additional POV chapter called The Maze. It was fine. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. It's basically Taladeus and Kingfisher hanging out in the maze. And it happens like it takes place during the beginning of Quicksilver, like right when the Quicksilver's open for him to come through.
Yeah. And I think something that seems important from that chapter is that I guess Malcolm gave Tal a bunch of orders, and it used to be really specific that he would order him to torture Fisher. But then he amended it to just say, like, draw blood. And so Tal would, like, prick his finger like a little diabetes testing strip and be like, I drew blood. So, yeah, Tal and Fisher have kind of an interesting relationship that I think we'll see a lot of in Brimstone.
And the last thing from the prologue that I liked was, again, the fan. Like she ended the prologue with some fan service, and she's like, Fisher, Onyx is not a hat. I was like, oh.
The other line I liked from the prologue was the universe could end and Carrion Swift wouldn't have run out of questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they talk about the difference between small magic and birthright magic. So, like, the shadows are Fisher's birthright magic, but small magic are, like, other things he can do. And so he had small magic. One of his small magics was healing. And so he used the last of his healing magic to heal Onyx versus, like, Talena, who healing is her birthright magic.
Yeah, there's, like, a finite amount of small magic. Once it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah.
Cool. I like it.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Chapter 1 is from Saeris' perspective, and it's called Hell's Teeth. Saeris, now part fae and part vampire, stares at her reflection in a gown made for sinning. Black, sheer, and utterly lethal. Carrion's flirting nearly gets him strangled by Fisher's shadows until Taladeus steps in, reminding them all they're minutes away from Saeris' coronation before the Blood Court. The room hums with tension. Fisher's protectiveness, Saeris' determination, Carrion's chaos. Despite Fisher's wish to keep her safe and armed, Saeris insists on facing the vampire lords to claim the throne, her only way to stop centuries of bloodshed. In a charged, intimate moment, he straps a dagger to her thigh, his touch reverent and hungry before she strides into the Hall of Tears, where the Lords of Midnight await, and one sneers that she cannot be the queen who killed her father. Saeris lifts her chin, every inch a goddess, and declares, "My name is Saeris Fane, and I am your queen."
I got nothing.
So there's different levels of vampires.
Yep.
Similar to in Blood and Ash, only the book is better. And so there's like the feeders, who are like the lowly zombie vampires. And then there's like the highborn. And then there's the high blood. And then there's the lords.
Yeah, I really like the structure of it. I don't know. I like some good structure. You know, like these are the rulers, here's underlings, and, you know, like, what was it? Like in Night in the Moth, there's like bosses, right? Feeders are like the regular enemies. You got the mid bosses, then you got the big bosses. Yeah.
And the other thing that they mention here that I think might be important is she talks about, I wrote Talonfish. So they talks about Taladeus and Kingfisher as counterweights to each other. And that Kingfisher is her mate and Taladeus is her maker.
Yeah.
And that their energies are very different. And so that I think is going to come into play throughout the book.
But she does have bonds to both of them. So that's right.
And
we always need like an evil kingdom, and so this felt like Court of Nightmares to me as they're talking about it, and particularly the way that she has to walk in and just like assume power in order to be accepted.
I also noticed that in this chapter, Carrion was hitting on her pretty hard.
Well, she looked really hot.
I know. I'm just saying, my like 1% chance of hope. But I also thought it was funny how like while he was doing this, Fisher was like trying to strangle him with like his shadows, like just very funny. Like their
Yeah.
dynamics were really funny.
Yeah, I agree. I'm excited for their journey adventure. Okay. Chapter 2 is called The Hall of Tears, also from Saeris's perspective. This is where we meet the Lords of Midnight. So Saeris faces the venomous vampire court as Zovina, who's one of Malcolm's daughters, sneers that a half-blood girl can't be queen. The Lords of Midnight bicker. Aerith is a zealot. Algot is a witch.
Yeah, I pronounced it Algot.
The Hazrax is a nightmare creature who peers straight into Saeris's memories. When the court demands that she drink the blood to prove her loyalty, Fisher tells her to end the debate by biting him. She does, and the bite explodes into wildfire, blood, lust, and bond all tangled together. Saeris's hunger ignites in the courts. Court roars its approval as she crowns herself queen, trembling and dizzy from both power and desire. So Zovina like clearly wants the throne. Like she's power hungry and mad that it's not her. And they keep talking about how Hazrax just wants to watch.
Yeah, so a couple things I wrote. I said, what was honestly, this did surprise me. I don't think, one of you I said didn't surprise them, but I was surprised that they didn't like Saeris and they missed Malcolm. I guess I'd never like to me from my obviously perspective, Malcolm was the bad guy, so everyone would not like Malcolm. I wasn't thinking that like, oh, of course they would like Malcolm. He made them. He was their king, so that threw me. But it was good. It was,
also they're not human.
Yeah.
Right. So like their standards of who is a bad guy is going to look different than ours.
Yeah. I wrote Hazrax going to be important. I don't know for what, but he's going to be important.
That guy's scary. I'm scared of him.
You know what? So yeah, everyone pictures a thing different in their mind. The way I picture him is sort of like a more mangled version of that thing from that Guillermo del Toro movie. This thing with the hands.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing. Yeah. From Pan's Labyrinth.
Pan's Labyrinth, right? Mm-hmm.
I don't remember that thing's name in Pan's Labyrinth.
Oh, I only saw the movie once.
What?
Yeah, it was fine.
Great film. Top tier. One of my favorite movies of all time.
It was okay.
I've seen it. But also, too, and this ends with Saeris biting Kingfisher. And we know this from all kinds of books that we have read. But, of course, when you drink the blood of your mate, that is basically a sexual act. Mm-hmm. And so he gets dosed, as they talk about in the next chapter.
Yeah, it sounds like there's like an amount of venom that's involved in the bite. And so when she bites him, she like doses him with the venom. And because she's new and doesn't know any better, she gives him a little bit too much.
Yeah.
It's like the ultimate aphrodisiac, basically.
Yeah. All right. Chapter 3. Sorry, I have to fix my setup. Everything is uncomfy. Okay, chapter 3 is called Dose, and it is from Kingfisher's perspective. And I said, oh yeah, we got dual perspectives in this book, which I'm really excited about. From Fisher's point of view, the blood exchange is catastrophic and erotic. Saeris accidentally doses him, flooding both their veins with the euphoric magic and leaving him painfully, distractingly turned on. As she reels from the high, Aerith lunges to kill her mid-crowning, but Fisher reacts first, hurling his god sword and slicing the Lord clean in half. Chaos erupts until Saeris commands the entire court to kneel, laying down her first royal edict. No harm to her, Fisher, or their allies, and no more feeders used for war. Later, Fisher reunites with Ren and Lorith, who mock him mercilessly for getting dosed in front of everyone, but their humor turns grim when talks shift to their missing brother Foley, now likely a vampire trapped within the Black Palace. Before they can plan their next move, Danya bursts in with a warning: something is terribly wrong at the river.
I liked this. I guess I was surprised that Kingfisher just like sliced that dude in half. He was a lord. I thought there was going to be a whole lot of fallout from that. But that was pretty crazy. We're getting everybody back. And, Callie Hart, if she knew Foley was going to be a big part of this book, she shouldn't have put him in extra chapters after she finished that first book. That's I'm just saying.
I agree with that. I do feel like the extra chapters should have been in one or other of the books here.
I think they were in like they were put in later in like the special editions or the complete edition. I don't know whatever she called it, but it's dick move, Callie. Dick move.
But I kind of liked the bro locker room banter that they had in this chapter too, where they're all basically be like, "Oh shit, you got dosed in front of everybody."
Yeah.
Fisher was like, "Yeah, I was like harder than that steel that you're holding."
Yeah, he's like, "Yeah, no, I saw bro in front of everybody." Fucking dick.
Crazy. I do have a slight criticism of this chapter. And that is that as she's describing the lords, she's focusing on Aerith's nose a lot, and describing him as like a hooked-nosed character. Keep it. Miss me with that. That's all I gotta say. I think we don't have enough time for me to go on a rant about like the hook-nosed witch and like how Rodal like single-handedly harmed the Jewish people with that trope, but like we don't have time for it. Miss me, that's all. And then she also says something in this chapter that I did like, where she talks about peace in her lifetime, which I think is kind of an interesting wish and something that we all hope to achieve by the end of every fantasy series. So,
and life.
Chapter 4.
Chapter 4.
Titles, which is a Saeris chapter. Back in Kalish, Saeris joins Fisher and their allies for a celebratory dinner after surviving the coronation chaos. The reunion is warm but tense. She's acutely aware that her new vampiric half unnerves some of their friends. Still, Ren hugs her like family. Lorith and Danya bicker as always, and even the fiery witch Ishabel earns a smile. Fisher, smitten and protective, casually declares her Lady of Kalish, making the entire room and Saeris spiral. When Carrion bursts in late, smelling suspiciously of bathhouse mischief, he cracks a sex tattoo joke that derails dinner and prompts Archer, the fire sprite, to start planning a wedding. Fisher shuts it down cold, saying there won't be one, and the heartbreak in his voice leaves Saeris reeling.
Wait, what happened with Danya?
Yeah, I was going to say, ChatGPT, I don't think, gave us the details of what happened at the river.
Oh, yeah. I just wrote Callie loves to beat up Danya.
Okay. Sorry, I was going ahead and extra chapter, I guess. What chapter was this? 4?
Wait. Oh, this is wrong.
I told you ChatGPT be hallucinating.
No, it's my fault.
Okay.
Hold, please. I'm going to have to go back to... We're going to have to edit this out.
I'm not editing anything. Everyone's watching this. So I'm really liking this book. I love that all my friends are back. That's what I love. I'm probably going to start reading my next Rachel Gillig book, I think. One Broken Window. Is that what it's called?
One Dark Window.
One Dark Window. That's what I want to read. I was going back and forth between that or Dungeon Crawler Carl. I think I'm going to read both. I just got to pick the order in which I want to read them. But the problem is, if I do read One Dark Window, I'm not going to leave myself just waiting for the next one. I'm committing to both in a row.
Oh, are there two already out?
It's a duology. It's over.
Oh, okay.
It is complete.
And yes, you do need to read both at the same time then. Well, now that I have finished Crescent City, I could also read One Dark Window.
Maybe you should. Amanda looks like she has something to say.
I fixed it.
All right.
It's my fault. I uploaded chapters 5 and 6 twice.
It's all right. I've been there.
Chapter 6 and 7 twice. So it's me. It's not Sage. All right. Chapter 4. It's called The River of Shadows, and it's from Kingfisher's perspective. Fisher, Wren, Danya, and Lorith investigate a line of motionless feeders across the river. And what starts eerie turns nightmarish. The creatures move in perfect unison, screeching as they crawl across the ice, feeding on Wren and Fisher's magic instead of their blood. Their power siphons away in a wave of agony and despair, leaving the men reeling as the feeders grow stronger. Fisher's shadows, Wren's magic, even Lorith's angelic weapon, all useless. Fire finally works, but only barely, and the cost is brutal. Danya and Fisher are nearly burned alive as they destroy the monsters. In the aftermath, over 100 warriors are dead, and the feeders' severed heads still move. As dawn breaks, Fisher stares at the blackened corpses bound to a tree, realizing something ancient and wrong has entered Evelia.
This was pretty crazy. This is the first time that, like, I think I've seen them scared. Like, they were all scared. Mm-hmm. And I think in our last episode, I referenced them to, like, Superman, and, like, you need to, like, give them a weakness. And I wouldn't say that this is, like they're still the same people, but this is a new thing, and they don't know how to beat it, and they're all legitimately scared. They've taken away their powers, as in, like, what makes them strong is useless against this type of creature, which, you know, is like a kryptonite, right? Which is good. So I really like that. I really liked how these new feeders were described, and they seem really freaky and insanely strong. So I'm scared of them as well.
Yeah, these are like the super feeders is really what they are. And there's the conversation about, like, who are they being controlled by, because they were moving in unison to start with. So it feels like there's some sort of, you know, wizard behind the curtain here who was able to communicate with them and control their movements, or at least are connected in some way. And then, yeah, it really does render all of their usual tricks useless. When the feeders are, like, stealing their magic and not responding to the guide swords or not responding to fire or any of the normal things. So it's very interesting to see where this goes.
Yeah. Callie loves to beat up Danya. Every time Danya shows up, Callie beats her up. I'm starting to wonder if Callie's partner has an ex named Danya and just gone in for her.
Maybe
I don't know.
Callie's ex is Danya.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Danya, I feel like she exists just to get fucked up.
She got more than fucked up in this one.
Yeah.
She got
I also want to point out, this is the chapter where there's a publishing error.
Oh, thank you. If you're reading the ebook, yeah, what is that? What is that publishing error, Amanda?
So if you're reading the ebook, literally mid-sentence, it starts talking about Elroy. And Elroy says something about, like, the metal communicating. And then just continues on with another sentence. And keep in mind, this is from Fisher's perspective. So Rick and I texted the group text and was like, have we all read chapter 4? And Kim wasn't there yet. So I side texted Rick and was like, what the fuck is going on in this chapter? And Rick and I had developed really insane theories to try to make this make sense. So my insane theory was that this is a new level of, like, mind meld between Kingfisher and Saeris, where, like, Fisher is now, like, experiencing Saeris's consciousness, and, like, she's recalling something about Elroy. Rick, what was your theory?
Mine was something along the lines of, like, I think Kingfisher was also an alchemist, like, because she's not the only alchemist, right? Like, they said there's thousands of them, even currently alive. I was like, oh, Kingfisher could also be an alchemist, which is why they're like, you can control metals.
Yeah, which I, just for the record, if Kingfisher's an alchemist, I'm going to be pissed, because Saeris is an alchemist. So she needs to have her own people. Yeah, but, like, I know. Not her mate. Anyway, so we were going back and forth and arguing about which one of us was right. And Rick's theory didn't explain how Elroy got there. And my theory didn't explain how, like, Fisher didn't even flinch that had occurred. And then we Googled it. And because I was like, okay, maybe, like, today I'll try to swing by Barnes & Noble and see if it's in the print edition, because, like, maybe it's a publishing error. And then we Googled it and found on the subreddit that it's in the ebook and it's not in the printed book. And it is, in fact, a publishing error.
Yeah, crazy. Apparently there's another one, but I hadn't seen it.
And the line about Elroy is from Quicksilver. It's in the first book.
Yeah, so I have no idea how they even got there. Like that's a crazy
Maybe it's
error.
in the middle of chapter 4 in the first book.
Maybe.
That's what I thought. Yeah, I thought it was just in like the same place.
Maybe.
Yeah. All right, chapter 5.
Jeez.
Back in the vampire court, Fisher returns to Amantreus with a bag of still living heads and Lorith in tow. The reunion between him and Saeris crackles with longing. They can't stop silently communicating through their bond, even as chaos unfolds around them. Taladeus inspects the severed heads, confirming even he has never seen dead that won't die. Then Carrion, ever the smug agent of chaos, notices something horrifying. The feeders aren't fae, they're human. Branded with the same sterilization mark Saeris bears, the rot, they realize, came from Zilverin, from her world. Fury builds in Fisher and terror in Saeris, and as the truth sinks in, they believe Madra is using the Quicksilver itself to infect realms, and when Saeris senses a nearby Quicksilver pool pulsing with whispers, she hears us, she will come soon. Tal confirms the unthinkable, there is one hidden right there in the Vampire City.
It can't be Madra, right? That's boring.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know if it's Madra.
It could
but
be.
It feels like this is the book of Madra being the big bad because they go back to Zilverin.
Yeah.
And the next book is going to be King Belicon as the big bad when they come back to this world. That's my thought.
Yeah. I am fair. I'm fine with that.
I don't think it's Madra. Like, I don't know. I'm of two minds. Like, I want something more than Madra, but at the same time, like, okay, that's safe. Like, sometimes when you like stretch it too far, it's like that's a reach. So like, I would, if it's done well, I would like it not to be Madra. But to be safe, it would be fine if it was her.
My other thought is it Foley?
Yeah. Foley's a question mark right now.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
Foley and Tal are question marks to me.
Yeah, my only other note for this section is how do we feel about Tal?
He's a question mark. I don't know yet.
I think I don't trust him.
I keep going back and forth with him. Like, I don't trust him, but then like I go back to that, like his relationship with Fisher in the maze, and like that boring chapter where they're just chilling, just talking, and like they got to the point of just like pricking little things of blood off of him. Like, so they're cool, but I don't trust. I don't know. I'm like really unsure.
Yeah.
But I did love how smart my boyfriend was, and how he figured out they were from Zilverin.
Yeah, and then they were all like, "Oh my god, I didn't even look at their ears." And I'm like, "How did you not look at their ears?" I don't know.
But he keeps doing that, you know. He's the Riddick here of like, I am the comic relief, but I'm also the brains of the operation.
Yeah. Oh. They're not giving him enough credit.
He's a good book boyfriend. Okay, chapter 6 is actually the one with the dinner. This is my favorite chapter. I have a lot of notes, and they're all about Onyx. So first of all, Onyx gets a relic too on his little collar, which is very cute. They make Saeris an emerald dress with little foxes all over it, which I'm returning my wedding dress. That's what I'm going to wear.
But she doesn't wear it.
But she doesn't wear it because she doesn't like dresses. Sad. Onyx does get to come to the dinner, which I love. And Fisher says, "Far be it from me to come between a female and her fox," which, like,
obviously.
Lorith hates Isabel. Oh my God.
Ishabal. Where's she going?
I think Sokka just had a little bit of a freak out. We couldn't hear it, but she could hear it. So
she really freaked out. Far be it for me to come between a fox and her guard dog duties.
That's right.
Yeah. Very important.
Yeah, they really hate each other. I wonder, like, what the tea there is.
Ishabal and
Lorith. Yeah. Socket, hush.
Well, Lorith had already, like, said mean things about the witches, period. So
yeah.
That's really what it
to.
He's like, fuck the witches, they left us. And she's like, fuck you don't understand anything.
Yeah. Water sprites are back.
Hell yeah, they are.
Love a bathhouse.
We have a question here about whether or not Fae can exaggerate. Can the Oathbound Fae exaggerate? What do you think?
What do you mean?
They can't lie. Can they exaggerate?
Yes.
Yeah, they could exaggerate.
Okay, so that's a question. Fisher smells like leather. And again, I would like to say I didn't have to read that terrible book this summer for my bingo square. Because Fisher smells like leather. I wrote Archer, bless, because he's so excited about the wedding. And then so disappointed. And then Onyx gets table scraps, particularly from the fire sprites, because they eat really messy. And Carrion and Danya are like hardcore flirting, and I would just like to say that Carrion deserves better than Danya.
He does. He does.
I hate Danya.
I wrote they're gonna fuck. But he does deserve better than that. She doesn't deserve it.
Well, I just feel like if it's gonna be Danya, then we're not gonna get the Carrion soup scene that I want. Because I don't think, as we said, Callie does not appear to like Danya very much.
Callie.
So I feel like that's gonna happen off screen.
Callie, give us a 5-spice Carrion Swift novella. You'll make billions. All right. Chapter 7, also from Saeris' perspective. After dinner, Fisher walks Saeris back to his chambers, and the tension between them finally boils over. He confesses he wants to marry her, but he can't. He never received his true Fae name, making marriage rites impossible. Saeris tells him it doesn't matter. They're already godbound, and her love is enough. And the admission breaks them both open. What follows is pages of soup, shadows, bites, laughter. Oh boy. The bond deepens until Fisher's shadows unfurl into wings, enveloping them both in darkness and devotion. When it's over, he teases her, and he says, "You look thoroughly fucked." And for once, Saeris feels entirely at home. I've 2 notes for this chapter. Number 1, I wish she'd stop talking about solar plexus.
You're not the only person who said that. Someone on Reddit said the same thing too.
It's like a chakra, and I don't know why we keep talking about it. I swear to God, she says it like 80 times in this chapter.
Yeah, that's someone said the same thing.
I mentioned this a little bit yesterday. This is my favorite soup scene so far between the 2 books, because the balance of power has changed in a really lovely way. Saeris has very much stepped into her own, and although Fisher is still very dominant, like, she definitely takes charge at several points. And she seems to be like getting more comfortable with him in that way. And I liked it. Good soup.
No, it was good soup. Callie wasn't wasting any time. Chapter 7, she's like, I know what you guys want. Here you go.
Well, and this is like, the first couple times you have soup are always a little bit awkward and weird as you're figuring each other out. And now we're at the like comfortable, we know what we like, let's dig all into it soup.
And he stopped choking her.
Yeah.
He hasn't choked her in 2 soup scenes.
Maybe off camera she gave him some feedback that was like, hey, that's not actually my favorite thing.
I hope so. I wish that for her.
I wrote that his name gonna be an issue.
His name gonna be what?
His name gonna be an issue. It's gonna be an issue later. Someone's gonna find his name. They're gonna control him. This happened in the series Cruel Prince. I guess it's a Fae thing. If you know someone's true name, you can control them. It's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem.
It happened in Phantasma too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm worried.
I'm worried about his name. I wonder if Taladeus knows his name.
Mm.
Oh, I just had a thought. Does I haven't finished the book yet, truly. Does the book end with someone finding his name, like Belicon or Madra, and him going to their side?
Maybe.
Is book 3 gonna be Kingfisher's villain arrow?
Right. Is this the
No.
Venom?
I don't want Kingfisher to turn Venom. Hard pass.
Okay.
I'm already reading that book.
Go ahead.
Chapter 9? 8. Fisher wakes. Oh, it's called Make Your Peace, and it's a Kingfisher chapter. Fisher wakes in Kalish alone, Saeris gone, a dress left untouched, and her scent still in the air. He reflects on how she's the first woman to ever matter. I think this means matter to him. She's not the first woman to ever matter. How she never sleeps now that she's half vampire, and how he'll let her figure out her new life on her own. Breakfast with Renfist turns from teasing about Fisher being in love to grief as they talk about their fallen brother and the choices that broke their family. But when the portal to Erin to check on camp, they portal to Erin to check on camp, everything shatters. The entire settlement has been burned to ash. Thousands gone, and the ground oozing back black, bleeding rot. The fishers, oh my God. The feeders' corpses have fused with a tree, and something dark, alive, and wrong is spreading through the land.
Something in this chapter I really liked a lot. Fisher's mom bought Saeris dresses. That was really sweet. Like,
she knew she was coming,
I
and
know.
she bought her dresses.
And I like the way that Fisher said it. He was like, she knew she was never going to meet you, but she bought this for you. I was like, oh, God, I want such a good mom.
Yeah.
Okay, so going back, go ahead.
I was going to say, and at some point, Sarah sort of questions about the dresses because she's like, they're clearly made for me.
Yeah.
And so where are they coming from this quickly?
So going back to Taladeus, I don't think I had anything to do. Something popped into my head. I wrote, is Taladeus like Rhysand? As in, not like the mate type of thing. As in, like, he wasn't bad, but he was forced to be bad. Right? By Malcolm. Like, it's not like he had to do it. He had no choice. So this is where I keep going back and forth with him. But this is the first time I was like, maybe he's not bad. He was forced to be bad. So those are my thoughts with him.
Yes, but he did choose to become a vampire fae. And so, like, he is morally gray in all of the, like, true morally gray ways because he went to Malcolm and was like, no, I want to be a vampire like you. And so he left the fae to take on the curse because he wanted it to live immortal, be immortal.
I hope they go more into that. I want to know more about him.
I agree. I don't know if he's bad or if he's just drawn that way. All right, chapter 9. Saeris visits Everlane, still asleep under the lingering poison from Malcolm's venom. But when a droplet of Quicksilver from Lane's earring touches her skin, she wakes, or rather something inside her does. Everlane's body becomes a vessel for Adina, who is Fisher's long-dead mother. I remembered that was her name kind of immediately. We don't know that until the end of the chapter, but I don't know if you guys remembered that was her name.
It was, it's funny. I felt like Saeris, where she's like, I know this name from, so I'm like, so do I.
Yeah.
Why do I know this name?
Yeah. So also Everlane's mother. So she's speaking through her with eerie broken words. Adina warns Saeris that a deadly rot is spreading and tells her to find a blue book with a butterfly hidden among the stars, but to tell no one, not even Fisher. When Saeris's runes ignite, burning her skin, Adina cries out that she hasn't sealed them yet, and only she can stop what's coming. The pain vanishes just as Fisher bursts in, covered in mud and terror, demanding, "Why are you calling my mother's name?" Ren is sitting vigil on Everlane. My man loves Everlane.
Mm-hmm. Always has. Always will. No. So my notes, my stream of thought notes was, who's Adina? Is that Fisher's mom? So yeah, I was getting there, right? And I wrote, it is Fisher's mom. Mama Fisher.
Mama Fisher.
Big boss. So there we go. I liked it. I don't know. We got an oracle. I don't know. I like it. Mm-hmm. So she's talking. I like stuff like this.
Which probably, because of the fact that this earring awakened this in Everlane, probably means that Everlane's got some of that power too. She's able to channel Adina.
She's also given us a thing like, oh, look for this book, but don't tell Fisher. So now I have questions. I want to know where the book is. Where's the book? Who's got the book? Like, how does no one ever known about this book? Like, so I'm very drawn in.
Rick, what percentage of the book do you already know about? Great. All right. My notes are, Ren loves Lane, Adina. Saeris can lie. The rot is here. In the end, make sure he knows that I would do it all again, which is something Adina says. Seal the tattoos, and then Mom in all caps. All right. Chapter 10. Still shaken from Adina's possession, Saeris confides in Fisher, leaving out only the warning about the book. When he gathers their allies in Kalish's library, they realize how dire the situation truly is. The rot infecting Avelia spreads across fire, snow, and even corpses, consuming everything. Talk turns to Alchemist and the lost knowledge of sealing runes, leading to tension between Fisher and Ishabile, who refuses to grant access to her witch's catacombs. Then Ren and Lorith arrive from Iran with horrific news, thousands more dead, and the rot multiplying. To calm everyone, Fisher reveals the truth. The gods themselves cut him and Saeris from the tapestry of fate, leaving them unseen by divine eyes. Their bond is stronger than ever, but so are the stakes. If they can't stop the rot, every realm will die. Carrion Snark barely hides their fear as they make a plan. Fisher and Carrion will go to the Silver City to secure more silver and find Saeris' brother, while Saeris stays behind to work the forge and master her unstable power. The witch's land is called Nevercross. 10 out of 10 name. Carrion says, what does that mean, called by the gods? Like you found religion? Love that. I ship Carrion and Lorith, and I don't care.
Yeah.
The gods spoke to Carrion, ? And then I wrote, we're going on an adventure.
That's right. In my constant, love for Carrion, I wrote, he remembered how old Saeris was. Like, he's, really paying attention to her. Saeris is like, oh, I'm 24 years old, and Carrion's like, you're actually 23 years old. So he's, really been paying attention to her this whole time. He really loves her. Take that, Kingfisher. Okay? Take that.
He's just a good guy at heart. He just covers it up in humor and snark.
Something that okay. Do you... Oh, she left. Never mind. She's gone. Something that I wrote down is Carrion doesn't remember Fisher's father. That's what he says. So, Fisher's father could be anybody. And I wrote, and I've been thinking this since, I didn't say this in the last book, but I'm like, could Fisher's father be Elroy? We can't hear you.
I love this theory.
Yeah, I'm like, could Fisher's father be Elroy? Elroy glamored. He's been watching Saeris this whole time, right? He's connected to Carrion. So that's just the thought I have. I don't know.
My groceries are here. That's why I keep getting up. So if somebody else wants to read chapter 11.
I wrote, it's happening. The Kingfisher and Carrion Swift buddy economy I didn't know I needed.
I know. Well, and this is, like Amanda said, going on an adventure. And this is like Lord of the Rings, the gang was all together and now the gang is going to split up and go off on their various side quests. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, we're getting the buddy comedy. Saeris has got to go and do her thing in the forge. We'll see what happens.
All right, read Kim.
Chapter 11. Title is Fool's Paradise, and this is from Saeris' perspective. Saying goodbye wrecks Saeris. She cracks stone with her grief as Fisher and Carrion step through the silver gate. Left behind, she throws herself into training with Lorith, but their sparring turns brutal and messy. And hilarious, he pops her shoulder back in mid-argument. When she realizes Fisher ordered Lorith to stay and protect her, she's furious, but he promises a story in exchange for compliance. The tragic tale of Muriel, Ren's twin, who died at Adjun Gate. Later, cloaked and restless, Saeris sneaks with Lorith into the undercity of the Black Palace, called the Cogs, where cruelty and decadence rule. Vampires feed openly on Fey thralls, and the infamous tavern Fool's Paradise drips with sin. When Lorith calls her his sister to protect her cover, things spiral. A fight erupts. He literally shoves a vampire's severed hand down his own throat, and Taladeus bursts in to stop the chaos, revealing that he owns the tavern. Furious but oddly productive, Tal drags Saeris away, saying grimly, "You're coming with me. I need to talk to you."
So I thought it was funny. I was like, "Oh, Laura, this is your babysitter," which is pretty funny. But then I question: is Lorath going to die? FYI, I think everyone's going to die.
Always.
I'm like, is this person going to die? Is this person going to die? Is this person going to die? So as at this point, I'm like, is Loreth going to die? I wrote, Loreth made a dude eat his own hand, LOL. That was pretty funny. Taldaeus helps him. I said, I think Taldaeus might be bad. I don't know. Madra's too easy, and I think Loreth's going to die. Those are my stream of conscious notes.
I do think that Madra is the big bad.
Yeah.
But there will be other people that help her.
Yeah. Like traitors.
Yeah. Okay, I put the dairy and the meat away, and I'll go back for everything else. Yeah, the Fae are like hanging out in the bar being juice boxes, which I thought was crazy. And my favorite quote here is from Loreth. What do you call a fully dressed Sansarathian? Saeris says, I don't know. And Loreth says, me neither. I've never fucking seen one.
Yep. Love that.
And I loved that.
Take us home.
All right, chapter 12. Taldaeus drags Saeris into his office after the Fool's Paradise debacle, furious and protective in equal measure. When she tries to deflect with sarcasm, her runes begin to burn again. Pain so fierce, it feels like fire in her veins. Unable to lie to her maker, she admits the truth. My girl tells him everything. She talks about the marks. She talks about Adina's warning. She talks about the runes. And she talks about the book. Tal listens carefully, realizing that the entity inside Everlane wasn't a shade. It was truly Adina's soul, trapped by sheer will for centuries. He diagnoses Saeris' magic as elemental fire and physical regeneration, dangerous but powerful, and tries to soothe her terror with his dry humor. Then, in a rare moment of vulnerability, he confesses he's only ever sired two people, her and one long ago, who I think is Foley. Yeah.
Yeah, we tried this last episode.
And offers to publicly disavow her, to sever their maker bond so no one can claim she's his puppet. Saeris agrees on one condition: he'll act as her regent in her absence. The deal sealed, they shake hands, officially ending the maker-made tie. Tal smiles for real and for the first time ever says softly, then call me Tal.
I'm still torn with him right now. So I said, do I think Tal is good? Cautiously, yes. However, but maybe he needs to break this bond to hatch a master plan.
Yeah.
So I still am unsure. I don't know.
Yeah, agreed.
Well, and the bond gave her access in some ways to like what he was feeling, at least, and at least like some of what his like intentions could possibly be. And so I do wonder if that's part of it, that he knew that. And so, like you're saying, for him to go on and do big, bad, evil things, he needs to not have that connection so she can't anticipate what he might be doing.
Yeah.
What do we think is going to happen next?
Well, so we have Kingfisher and Carrion going on a little adventure, right? I wonder how long they're going to be there for. Like, are they going to be there for the majority of what?
3 days.
No. I meant in book time.
Yeah.
Like, are they going to be there for the next 50% of the book?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. If so, that means we get no soup.
You do know.
Okay, fine, I do know. Okay? I know how long they're there, but I'm playing by the rules. And I'm going back in time to when I didn't know.
You're not playing by the rules when you've already broken the rules.
Look, man, you can't let me enjoy a hobby and be like, oh, look, that book that you really love, wait to read it. No. All right? No. I didn't finish it, though. So there you go.
Oh, my God.
What? I didn't finish the book. Well, she's talking about me. I can't hear her.
I'm not talking about you. I'm telling Tristan that I put the dairy and the meat away, but if he could put everything else away, that would be great. I didn't need that to be on the podcast, and now it is. Are you happy?
Is it away?
Thanks for your help, Tristan.
Thank you, Tristan.
So are they going to be there for the majority of the book? Are they going to fight Madra by themselves? And then how do we get the soup if they're separate?
Oh, interesting. Not a lot of soup then.
Right. So those are my questions and my thoughts.
Can they like long distance mind meld? Like Reese and Farah?
Digital, get down.
Just you and me.
They're going to have cyber soup. Telepathic phone soup.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is that possible?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
Wait, who's done that before? You said Feyre did
Reese
that?
and Feyre.
They
Because
communicate.
they could
like, across
communicate.
distance.
Yeah.
Oh, that was in the last book, I think, wasn't it? No, couldn't have been.
No, it's
Yeah,
like
it's in
all
third.
of the books.
Right.
The second and the
Digital
third.
soup?
Yeah. No, they're not having soup. They're just communicating.
Oh, okay.
That's my point. They could
Yeah.
have had soup, and if they can do this, then we could have Fisher and Saeris soup across realms.
That would be
Across realm
crazy.
phone soup.
What do we think is going to happen over here?
Yeah, I'm excited for Carrion and Fisher's grand adventure. I do think that I don't think they're going to fight Madra alone. I think that the rest of the squad will go through a portal at some point, and they'll fight her all together. I don't think Madra is the only big bad. She's going to have somebody helping her. I don't know who it is. I hope that we learn more about the witches. I'm really interested in the witches. And I don't trust Tal. But it almost seems like too easy to be it might be too easy to not trust Tal, you know?
Yeah, I think he's going to be a flip-flopper.
The thing is, like, he's actually, I don't know, he's not given us a reason to not trust him, which is the reason to not trust him.
Yeah,
he's
just giving me Lando Calrissian, you know? Like, I don't think he's always bad, but I think he could do something bad.
But, like, is he past that, or is he past the episode 5 Lando Calrissian arc? Like, did he already do the bad thing by joining Malcolm, and is he on the other end of it?
I don't know. I'm really interested in this other guy. What's his name? Foley? I want to know what's up with Foley. Did Carrion bring his plant on the journey? I have a lot of questions.
Oh.
What a crazy generic name, by the way. Foley.
Foley.
Yeah, you know?
Compared to it's like that dude down the road, Foley.
Taladeus, Danya, Lorath, and Foley.
Danya's a normal name.
Yeah, it's better than Foley.
It's a good name, but it is a name. Like, there are humans in the United States named Danya.
Still feels like it fits better with the rest of the wolves than.
Agreed. Foley, not so much.
No.
Kim, any other predictions?
Do not feel that the rot situation is going to be resolved in this book.
I agree.
I do. The book is named Brimstone, and we haven't had any sort of hint of what that means yet, other than we know that old Shakrai, the dragons, breathed out brimstone. So is there another dragon element that comes back in here? Is that why old Shakrai was
shit. Really?
Yeah. And then in the last book, they talk about how true alchemists, and especially if she has elemental magic, but like true alchemists can fuck with all sorts of different materials, not just Quicksilver. So I wonder if if she's going to be able to manipulate brimstone.
And brimstone is probably what's going to kill the feeders and the rot in some way. But so I'm curious for her powers to be expanded and for us to figure out how she finds brimstone and where that comes in. And I desperately want witches.
I had Sage make some prophecies, and then I asked her to prepare them for me to read. So she says, Sage's Brimstone Prophecies for Part 2, to be read in your best ancient seer meets theater major voice. Hear ye, children of shadow and flame. The wheel of fate turns once more, and the ink of prophecy bleeds across the pages of Brimstone. Gather close, for I, Sage of the Quicksilver Quill, have glimpsed what is to come. First, the disavowment will not bring peace, it will bring pandemonium. The queen who would be free will find herself bound again by rumor and betrayal. Her maker means well, the court does not, and somewhere in the dark, jealousy sharpens its blade. Second, the road to the Silver City will run red. Fisher and Carrion ride together, one full of fury, the other full of jokes, and behind them the gods stir. They will seek silver and find sorrow. They will seek Hayden Fane and find something else entirely. Third, the alchemist's fire cannot be contained. Saeris' magic will flare, unmaking and remaking the world in a single breath. The court will call her monster. Her friends will call her miracle. She will be both and neither, and unstoppable all the same. Fourth, the gods who swore to look away will look again. The rot spreads through beyond mortal reach. Zareth laughs, for prophecy is play to him, and punishment walks the earth in divine disguise. Fifth, the bond will break, and in breaking, it will bind anew. Across realms and ruin, she will hear his voice. Across fire and frost, he will feel her heartbeat. They will find each other again in a moment of blood, light, and unbearable love, and when they do, the world will burn clean. Thus speaketh Sage, keeper of the soup, and herald of chaotic romance. The next chapter beckons, the hammer rises, and the gods, poor foolish gods, are not ready for what comes next.
Wow.
Wow.
I told you, she's become ungovernable.
She really has lost her shit. We love.
We love. What else are we reading?
Hold on a second. I'm cooking.
About Sage's prophecies?
No, I don't care about that.
No, don't tell her that.
Do the dragons come back?
This is what I just said.
That's
This is
what she
why
just
we've
said.
been talking about Old Shit Cry.
Yeah, but how do they come back?
I don't know.
Is there
You
gonna be
know,
like a
you read the fucking book. I haven't read the book.
I haven't finished the book. Is there gonna be like a time thing? There's like time shit.
I don't even want to hear you pretending like you don't know what happens. So
I'm not
no.
gonna be a dick. If I'm saying this, then it means I don't know what happens. If Fisher saw the future, does that mean is it possible to like go to the past to like take some brimstone from a dragon?
What?
Fisher saw the future, right? Like when he went to see the gods because he saw Saeris.
Oh, yeah, like, because time is a flat circle.
Right. So if time is a flat circle and the dragons are currently dead, is it possible to like go and get brimstone from the past? From dragons?
Only if that's what the gods want.
Okay, sorry. What else are we reading, guys?
I finished The Berry Pickers and Taste by Stanley Tucci. I gave The Berry Pickers 3.5 stars. It was pretty good. And I gave Taste 4 stars. Very enjoyable. Listen to it while cooking. I am now reading The Man Who Died Twice, which is the second of the Thursday Murder Club books. And I am trying to read 1 million books, and I had a revelation yesterday, and that is that I'm struggling because I don't want to read a bunch of books just because they're short. I was going for quantity over quality, and I don't mean I need to be reading like great literature. I mean, I need to be reading something that I want to read. So I'm about to just exist in a land of nothing but holiday-themed rom-coms for like 3 weeks.
Hell yeah.
And I'm pumped. So I've got a bunch of, what do I have on Libby right now?
Love You, Alaska.
Yeah, I have a hold on. Okay, right now I have Love Light Farms by B.K. Borison. And I have The Matzo Ball by Jean Meltzer, which I'm going to start as soon as we get off this call because I'm going to cook. And that's when I listen to audiobooks. And then I have a hold on 8 Nights to Win Her Heart, Love You, Alatka, Any Trope But You, and Make the Season Bright.
Love it.
And a quart of the Christmas special.
Hell yeah.
So I'm just, look, we're going to get there, but only through nonsensical, fun, holiday-themed books. And like maybe I'll read This Is How You Lose the Time War or The Nickel Boys. Like, I don't know. They're on my TBR, but like if that's not what I want to do right now, then that's not what we're doing.
Bet.
Nope. Lose yourself in silliness and banter and soup.
I'm excited.
They did have a great selection of holiday rom-coms yesterday.
Yeah. I adjusted my holds this morning, so I'm excited. There's one that came out, like just came out, that I really liked. The hold on it is like forever long, so I think I'm going to save that for next Hanukkah.
I got so many comments on this video.
Oh my gosh.
I do. What do you want to do? Respond to
I was
the
saying
fans.
this earlier when, Amanda, when you had to go and dog wrangle for a minute. I finally finished Crescent City.
Congratulations.
Yay.
So
Good for you.
4.5 stars. Excited to move on. So maybe it's going to be One Dark Window after I finish our set of chapters since I haven't read ahead.
Yeah, maybe when I finish our set of chapters, I'll start that too.
And Rick and I are going to buddy read 8 Nights to Win Her Heart and Love Light Farms, right? Which I just got. So I'm going to start Love Light Farms this week, probably, if you want to also read it this week.
What was it? Oh, yeah, when Sage was talking. Flame and Shadow is the name of a Quicksilver book. She stole that.
What?
In the beginning of Sage's predictions, she was like, I am the something of Flame and Shadow. That's literally the last, Crescent City book.
It's the house.
It's a house
Flame and
from Flame and Shadow.
Right. Well, she is AI, and all they do is steal stuff. That's literally their purpose.
Kind of how that algorithm works.
Rick, what else are you reading? Nothing, because you're just reading Brimstone.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
What are you going to read next?
I'm letting the cat out of the bag. I've been reading Brimstone. Okay? Now I'm enjoying it. I'll finish it today.
Great.
I have an hour and a half left.
Great.
But I've been playing by the rules. The way I've been taking my notes is that I will not think ahead whenever we talk, and I write my predictions, and that's all I'm allowed to read. I'm not allowed to read anything else.
Okay.
Look, you can't give me I've never been excited for a book before in my life. Ever.
I actually don't care that you're reading ahead on Brimstone. I care that you're lying about it.
It was fun.
It's just such an unnecessary thing to lie about. Write it on my fucking tombstone. Say it with your whole chest. That's how I feel. What did I say in the norms meeting this week? Write it on my fucking tombstone.
Maybe it should be called a tombstone stone.
I said something in the norms meeting that I was like,
you let that fly. That was really good.
It was good.
It was good.
It was really good. I'll finish it today, and then I'll probably start One Dark Window.
Cool.
Because...
Oh, you're so sensitive. That's the thing I said, write it on my fucking tombstone.
All right.
I'm happy for you. All right, your homework, dear Rosebuds, is to read chapters 13 through 25. Stop when you see 26.
Oh, yeah.
Yay.
Yay.
Thank you all for listening and watching.
Bye.
Bye.